It's the night of the senior prom. The Bates High School gym is alive with excitement. Everybody is there, even Carrie White, the girl no one likes.
We're all sorry about this incident, Cassie.
It's Carrie!
And everyone makes fun of her. The girl who lives in that creepy house with her crazy mother.
Help the sinning woman see the sin of her days and ways. Show her that if she had remained sinless, the curse of blood would never have come on her.
The girl with the strange power.
If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie.
If you don't have a date for the prom next Friday, would you like to go with me?
She's with the best-looking boy in the senior class.
He's trying to trick me again.
She'll be voted queen of the prom.
You know, I can make sure that you don't hurt Carrie White anymore.
For Carrie, it will be a dream come true. For everyone else, it will be a nightmare. Carrie. A new film by Brian De Palma. Based on the chilling bestseller. Starring Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and introducing John Travolta in his first motion picture role. If you have a taste for terror, you have a date with Carrie.
Two, three. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Late to the Party, where the five of us dissect movies that are 10 years or older. I'm your host this week, Isaac. The film we'll be talking about this week was Carrie from 1976. This film was starring Sissy Spacek, John Travolta, and nobody else has really done anything, I feel, in my opinion. 7.4 in the IMDb score out of 10, a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, and an 85% Metacritic. This movie takes place in a small little town in a high school where this poor girl finds out that she's a woman. And she gets tormented, and we see just how all these girls just torment this poor girl just because she's barely finding out that she's a woman. And we see more of how they treat her, and we started to see that she's got some powers. She was a mutant before mutants were cool, that's for sure. So I think she's gave us a little glimpse into the MCU. All right, let's start it off with let's go with Liz, since she's the woman of the group.
I know this is gonna happen.
Were you a mean girl like those girls?
No, if I had to relate to anybody in that movie, it would probably be Carrie.
Oh, damn.
I mean, not as bad, but those were mean girls, man.
Oh yeah.
But I knew plenty of those kinds of girls. Too bad I didn't get telekinetic powers because I knew those girls. But yeah, going to a expensive private Christian school, there were a lot of those girls around. It was great. So yeah, I could relate to Carrie a little bit.
Since you're also a resident reader, did you read this novel as well?
I did. This is Stephen King's first novel, actually. This is his first published work, so this one's super expensive. Usually you can find it around first printings, around $800 to $1,000. Easy.
Really?
$800 to $1,000. Sorry. Easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep your eye out for that Carrie first print.
And they trick you because the size of the book looks like a Book of the Month book club edition. So if you're not careful, you'll spend the wrong money if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, doesn't it inside say first printing?
Yeah, it does, but people who don't pay attention and don't, they just see the book on the shelf and grab it and think, oh my gosh, yeah.
So from the book to the movie, do you think the movie did the book justice? Because I did read that Stephen King did like the movie more than he liked the novel and the way it ended.
Yeah, so that's also very, very true. He seeing that it was his first novel, he was a little nervous seeing it that it was being made into a movie, but he liked the movie better than he liked his original story for sure. And it did translate very well. But he's kind of that kind of writer. He's like a character-driven writer, so you have to like those like long, drawn-out like stories and getting to know the characters and the people involved and things like that. If you like those kinds of movies, Stephen King movies are perfect for you.
So yeah, as I was watching the very beginning of the movie, we've got all the girls being jerks to her, and then we get to the shower scene. I was just wondering, in the novel, does he talk about all those like Nate? Does he talk about like girls walking around naked and all that stuff in the showers? Like, is he super descriptive? This chick has to have a 70s bush. This one doesn't.
I don't remember him quite describing it as 70s bush, but you know, they were
modern bush, I mean, back in then time.
There were young nubile women that were walking around in the showers getting in various forms of undress. Yes.
Can we just linger on that moment for a moment? These are high school girls, so they're like,
these actresses are not high school girls. All these actresses look like they're in their mid-20s.
Sure, but here's my thing: is that I think legally speaking, even the portrayal of child nudity, even if it's not child nudity, is against the law.
Man, it was a different time than when they.
Yeah, man, it was 70s,
That's
dude.
true. There's a lot of.
There's people smoking in houses and stuff at school.
This is like before Brooke Shields in Blue Lagoon when she was a minor.
I think she was like 13.
Yeah, nude all through that.
Yeah, the coach was smoking a cigarette in the principal's office, and
ladies were getting slapped all over the place.
Right, the coach is just laying hands on everybody.
Everybody was getting slapped in this week. John Travolta throwing some sap. Get over there.
This was like this was the adult version of Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret from Judy Blume. So girls went from reading Judy Blume's Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret to, oh my gosh, now I'm in junior high and high school, I'm reading Carrie. that's what this was. This was the R-rated version of Judy Blume.
Yeah, definitely. Nate, when you were watching this movie, you were already giving it 10 buckets right out the gate.
I saw that tip. I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
I haven't watched this movie in such a long time.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
When you had sent that 10 buckets, I was like, what's he talking about? And then it starts off, and then I'm like, oh, that's what he's talking about. I totally forgot about this. How did I forget about this? And I saw this as a young guy too. Like
I didn't remember it either.
I guess it didn't really register with me as a young man. Like it was just like crazy chick ready to kill everybody. But yeah, elaborate on that. We've already.
Yeah, your 10 buckets out of here.
Well, it's just a bunch of naked girls in the locker room, dude, and they like went through and they showed like, do you like them thick? Do you like them skinny? Do you like big boobs, little boobs, medium boobs? Well, big bush, little bush, medium. That was like, wow, it was like a chorus line. It was like a runway with different supposedly teenage girls doing.
So in high school in those days, were there really like that? Was it really like that? Like showering everywhere and people just walking around, zero fucks given?
I don't know about zero fucks being given.
I don't know about you guys, but
in the guy locker room, like we showered.
Yeah.
But we weren't just all hanging brains everywhere. We were like use towels and things.
Well, not my junior high and high school. They were friggin'. It's every swinging dick for himself, you know.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Not something you want to see in the 13-year-old age. Everybody just hanging brain. Yeah, I remember
it was culture shock because I went from elementary school where none of that stuff was going on to junior high where everybody's just walking around naked in the locker room. You're like, what in the hell is happening?
Jeez.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember
that doesn't happen in girls' locker rooms, just like girls don't have pillow fights and negligees during sleepovers.
So this was
But
just
does
Hollywood
not happen in a
Live.
girls' locker room. We do change in front of each other, but we just don't go around walking around just all buck-ass naked and just laughing and having a good
Whipping
old
each
time.
other with
Like,
the
it's no
towel
big
and
deal.
laughing, throwing tampons at
Right.
each other. Plug it up. Running around with a handful of woman blood, just
Yeah.
that by far was the most shocking. I was just like, oh my god, that's gross.
Right? Carrie didn't go to health class.
Yeah. Well, she probably had her mom probably wrote those like permission slips where she wasn't allowed to. Crazy nut job.
See, and this would show why the world needs Professor X, because if Professor X would have got to Carrie when she was younger, she would have been like the Phoenix or some shit. She would have been.
Yeah,
amazing.
the Phoenix also went crazy and killed everybody too, though. So
See,
Professor X still didn't do a good job. Lego, you've seen this movie before, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Has it been a long time for you too? Or did you and Ash just watch it not too long ago and you're just like, oh, Carrie again?
Yeah, me and my 2-year-old generally only watch horror movies, but he did stay awake for this one. He was very into it. He was anxious. He was tapping his finger. It was pretty cute. Yeah, so it'd been a while since I'd seen this one. I remember really liking it, but there was a lot that I forgot, and it was all excellent.
It was really fantastic pacing, and I could have done away with some of the long dragging out of the prom, like showing off how the prom looks and the music. But other than that, the film I felt was still holds up. And then the murdering of the pig scene, I would have at least liked to have seen like one of the pigs get drained. I don't know. That's just my.
You wanted some more pig gore there?
Yeah, just to see how they got the blood. Like,
Sorry, I was just gonna say, I wonder if we had seen some hardcore violence prior to like the gym, if it would have made the gym scene a little bit more weak.
Yeah.
Think so?
I feel like that's why I had that whole drawn out scene of the prom and making everything feel really wholesome, really good, and then it's just they just turn it on you. So I
That's
think
true. That is true. It's
a fairy tale. It's her dream coming true. Everybody, she's experiencing all of this stuff,
accepted.
and then
Don't tear it down if you don't build it up.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I guess it does make sense. So yeah, that's one thing I missed. I was just like, damn, dude, hurry up! I gotta shoot this film and I gotta shoot this video with you guys. I like to watch it to the like up to the last few minutes we meet because I want it fresh in my mind. Any of the movies we watch, because I don't want to forget something, and I still do.
definitely.
Best scene, Nate, go. Besides the locker room.
You just okay. You just totally disqualify my best scene, man. I had a whole speech and everything. No,
okay, then go with your speech. I want to hear your speech.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to make you. When she's showering the blood off.
Why?
Because it's more nudity. No. I'm just kidding. The best scene is when the teacher is interrogating the greatest American hero and his girlfriend about like having bad intentions of setting him up with Carrie at the prom, like which it ended up being creepier than I remember, because I thought she was just doing the favor. I didn't think she was gonna be like, yeah, take her to the prom and then I want you to make out with her the whole time. Like I could see her telling her man to go take Carrie just as a favor to Carrie because they had been mean girling her for their whole education. But I don't know if she gave him the green light to like, yeah, make out with her, finger her behind the bleachers. It's cool. Like, they were just going overboard. And then the teacher was just kind of besides that, the teacher's interrogating them. It was just, I don't know. You could tell that it was like it was the lead into AIDS, because there were just all kinds of freedom going on there.
Jeez.
Like, hey, will you go kill these pigs? Would you do it for a Scooby snack? Like, whoa. Lots of cool scenes. I love this movie.
Lego, favorite scene.
It's got to be the prom scene. Once everything goes off, once that blood falls, it's like, it's so good. It's so artistic too. I had forgotten that it was like done like they do the split screen with the multiple cameras. They have all that red and blue light going. There's like lots of like dizzying stuff, lots of like silhouettes with fire, and it's so gorgeous, and the music is like perfect. That whole scene, like, I know it gets referenced a lot, like especially the pig's blood. Like, God, what show hasn't referenced that in some form? But yeah, it was really artistically done, and I don't think this movie gets enough credit for like how it communicates, so proficiently.
Yeah, definitely. Joshua.
Probably no surprise, but every scene that has Mama White in it is really intense and really creepy, because she just goes from bad to worse, and the final scenes with her in it and Carrie is just it's like revolting on a different level. That this lady's finally like cracked a nut and driven her daughter to that kind of point in the betrayal in the midst of a prayer to God. That stuff is the stuff that's like the most like emotionally like evocative. Like the prom scene is like intense and glorious and everything like that, but the bad guy in the movie is the mom.
Definitely, because she created that monster, and she did all that bad to her that put her in that position.
And I love that the film ends with some sort of a divine judgment upon the whole thing, the undoing of the House of White.
Liz?
Damn. Like the whole movie's been taken. Let's see. The time where I don't know, when the coach is making them do their hour-long.
Damn, that was my favorite scene. The montage of workout. Keep these hot girls looking hot. So here's an hour of workout.
I mean, I guess it's not like there's not like a scene, but I like seeing all the actors in this movie, because you see John Travolta. This is before Grease.
Was Gary Busey in there? I thought Gary Busey was driving one of those cars alongside of John Travolta.
At them?
But the Greatest American Hero is in there.
Yeah,
you got
I forgot that was the Greatest
RoboCop's
American
partners in there. Mm-hmm. You got PJ Souls or whatever. She gets axed in Halloween.
Right.
She's the one that you get to see the boobies from in Halloween.
And you got the office lady from Ferris Bueller is in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
she's dude.
I know. The mom. I'm like, that's the mom from Small Wonder.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I was like, damn, dude, she played a high schooler too. She went from high schooler to damn receptionist at Ed Mooney's school.
Yeah, she didn't age well.
It's the same. It's actually the same high school. She just graduated and then just went to become a.
And can I say all of these other actors that showed up, and it was like mildly distracting in the back of my mind every time, the the prom king shows up, I'm thinking, I'm singing "Believe It or Not" in the back of my
That's what
mind.
I was thinking of too in my head. Believe it or not.
And then whenever John Travolta showed up, inevitably, I started thinking of Olivia and Xanadu.
It didn't even go to Greece. It went
Xanadu.
straight to Xanadu. Xanadu.
All roads lead back to Xanadu.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, you guys picked out all of the key elements from this movie, so it's all right. It's all right. Finally, I got a chick flick I could watch.
There was one thing I noticed that Lego might appreciate. They had in some scenes, it wasn't all the scenes, but they had like the dual focus going on in the same frame.
Cinematography.
Yeah, so like you can like I'm looking at Isaac there, and the things behind him are blurry when you focus on him, but they had multiple people in layers all focused. It was crazy. I think the first movie that did that was Citizen Kane, but it was a trip that I was noticing that in this movie, especially when
the poem's being read.
When the poem's being read, or she was interacting with his mom, for sure. It was like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Like Lego said, this is a very underrated film for sure. But I'm glad we started October off with this one. Going into the buckets, let's start with you, Liz.
10.
Bucket. 10.
10
Nice.
buckets, and not for the same reason why you guys were probably going to give it 10 buckets, but I forgot how good. Like, I remember the movie, when I saw it, and I saw it when I was young. I probably saw it when I was like 10 years old, so it did traumatize me, waiting for that time to come and hit me. But
she was getting all angsty like during the whole prom sequence. She just kept shaking her head. She's like, "No,
that's why I didn't go to
not
prom.
real."
I didn't go to prom. The Carrie situation. That's why I took my PE class the last period of the day, so I didn't have to shower with it. This movie must have traumatized me. Yeah, now I don't care, but like at the time it was messed up. But no, I mean this movie's just it has everything in it. It is a classic, and great acting for the actors that they picked for it. Just the story, the pacing, the filming, the music. Every now and then you would hear the Psycho music in the background during certain scenes too, and I was like, wait, what movie were we watching? But like, it was still, I love this movie. In fact, I think I'm gonna have to go and end up buying it on DVD so we actually own it.
Yeah, I was surprised I don't own it either. I was looking through all my DVDs and I was like, I could have sworn I owned this film, but I don't.
Yeah, no. So yeah, it gets 10. This is a definitely all-time horror classic for sure.
Nice. Scott, Joshua.
Yeah, I was gonna go with a strong 9, but the thing that's gonna push it over the top for me is the evil Jesus statue in the closet with
those
the
eyes.
glowing red eyes. That definitely brings it up to a solid 10, people. Solid 10.
Nice.
He has his fingers upright. They're not curved.
Yeah,
they're
not
upright.
curved. Upright, like praise.
Lego, how many buckets?
This is an easy 10. It's so good. Yeah, I like everything we've said. It's so damn good. The music's perfect. The score, the sound effects, everything. Acting, visually interesting, cool story, good effects. I mean, it's solid flick. And I don't give out 10s lightly, so solid 10.
Hey.
Oh man, it's gotta be a 10. This one sucks that it doesn't automatically go into there we go. It's a 10. It's a new 10.
You gotta figure it's 5 for each boob, but we're only maxed at 10. So
No, it was good. Even if it didn't have the shower scene, it would have been a good movie. It was solid. The suspense was good. The story was good. You sympathize with some of the characters. There was nothing wrong with this. I watched the remake that they had with Hit Girl, Did you guys see it a couple years back?
No.
They've remade it. This is remade it 3 times now, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I saw the one with Chloe Grace, the one who plays Hit Girl in Kick-Ass. It was I don't know. I mean, how much frosting can you put on your cake? The cake was delicious in the first place. This movie is great. It's perfect. It doesn't need to be done. It's an ode to its time, and it was a good time.
Nice. I too give it a 10. It was fantastic. It was great. One of my favorite scenes was when the gym teacher's telling the principal about what happened, and he looks up at her and he sees the blood on her shorts, and he's just so disgusted by it. Like, you see it in his face, just like, oh goodness gracious, why is that still on you? And then when Carrie comes in, he's like, Cassie, just keeps calling her by the wrong name. So it sets it up so you see that nobody respects this poor girl, and hell was coming down on all those people. And there you have it, guys. That was our review for Carrie from 1976. I'm going to pass the torch on to Liz Scott.
Yo.
She'll have her picks on talking shit from actually, by the time you guys see this, we'll already have the movie picked. So join us next week when we watch Liz's pick. Until then, I'm Isaac, that's Nate, that's Lego, and those are the Scotts. We are out.